Lil Pop, aka Shorty Pop, Washington, D.C. Shoutouts to KK Tafari. I hope I'm saying that right. He left a comment. He requested this video. So here we go. Lil Pop was born in D.C., born in the Barry Farm Projects. He was a member of the Junkyard Band. The Junkyard Band was a go-go music group. They were signed to Def Jam Records. Def Jam Records, everybody knows Def Jam. If you're a hip-hop fan like I am, Def Jam is, where it's at. It was started by Rick Rubin, who's incredible. Rick Rubin made 99 Problems by Jay-Z and a ton of other records for the Beastie Boys. Rick Rubin's heavy in the game. Him and Russell Simmons started Def Jam out of a dorm room in a college when they were kids. If you think about that, if you want some inspiration. But Def Jam was huge, and they had a tragic incident. Not Def Jam, but the Junkyard Band that Lil Pop was on. Their drummer, Heavy One, got shot down. And he was supposedly an incredible drummer. So that was a huge hit for Lil Pop and the crew when Heavy One died. But Lil Pop was 15 years old, and he was laying people down.
Name just like you name Pop. Pop is my heart. That's like my brother. You feel me?
What was your childhood like? What was it like growing up in D.C. with the reputation that you're...
As a kid, I ain't telling a lot of motherfuckers who my father was. Like,
oh, no, I wouldn't either.
Just so like, my mother telling me and my upbringings when I was a kid, like, you don't go around telling people who your father is. He did so much, he did this and that, woo, woo. So, for the longest, I kept that shit in the cut, until I got in my later teen years, where I'm able to handle myself as a man.
Yeah. You good over there in Barry Farms? He a legend over there. That's where he's from, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm certified.
No doubt.
Certified, solidified. So, it's all love. I was over they got the summer league shit they be doing over there, the basketball and everything. So
right.
I've been over there in probably about a year or two. So,
okay.
But it's all love over there. The city done changed now, man. So it ain't really the same. A lot of niggas either dead in jail. A lot of the old head niggas, anyway, who I met growing up.
Right.
Because I got a brother and a sister on my father's side.
Okay.
So a brother that's 6 months older than me. I got a sister that's a year younger than me. So,
okay.
A lot of shit that he done did, he done fucked over a lot of, he done hurt a lot of families out here. So,
right.
And my brother, he got hit up back when we was like 19, on some shit, like on some retaliation, like, oh, that's Pop's son, woo, woo, woo.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He got hit in his head uptown,
That's your older brother?
My older brother, 40.
And how old is he?
He 29.
And he has some retaliatory issues behind some shit that your pops might have did.
Yeah. So a lot of niggas out here, the niggas, the city funny, man. Like, here's my thing. Whatever he did that shit. We was babies when he got killed. So
right.
I can only remember probably one thing. That's it from my father. Right. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, niggas gonna retaliate because you got families out here, and if out here, like, oh, Pops got kids out here where he took your father away, so I'm gonna make sure I take him away. You know what I'm saying? Take something his way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a real reality too.
Yeah, we still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You was telling me that depending on the person's their facial and their body postures, when they asking you about your father, you answer it a certain way. I would expect that.
Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, I don't know what type of terms a nigga on. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of niggas sit up here and they say, "Oh, Pop was my man," and this and that. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Like, I tell niggas to this day, I ain't trying to hear that, because when my father died and I was a kid, I don't know where the fuck you niggas was at. If y'all wasn't, y'all niggas wasn't helping my mother out with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we struggled. You know what I'm saying? We struggled for years. So I ain't trying to hear that. There's only a few niggas that stood their ground, and whether they was locked up, you know what I'm saying, they made sure my mother was good. But aside from that, when I got older and niggas started to say, okay, Pop's sons, you know, both of them niggas growing up and this and that, woo woo. They all want to come around. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't got nothing for that.
At what age did you start hearing the name Alpo?
Probably 14, 15, you know, start hearing the name, and then immediately I heard nigga was a rat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nigga was a straight rat. And
right.
What's crazy is when I hollered at, when Wayne was writing me and shit, Wayne broke it down, you know what I'm saying? He told me about my father introduced me. My father stopped him from, you know what I'm saying, doing this and that.
Okay, so Alpo told people that he bailed Wayne out of jail, and Wayne said that wasn't really what it was. He had an issue with him at first, right?
Nah, man, Wayne still locked up. Last time I heard from Wayne, he was in Colorado when he wrote me. He in like Washington State or some shit now.
Okay.
So I can't even get a hold of him now. I don't know what the situation is, but nah, I don't know nothing about no Alpo. Everything I heard about Slim, I heard it was negative. My mother already told me my father didn't get down with a lot of niggas because he stood on principles and morals. Right. And the moment you crossed that, you know what I'm saying, that was it. So all these niggas that be out here hollering this, Pop was this, and oh yeah, that was my man, and I ain't trying to hear none of that. I was at a bar like a couple of months ago. I was at a bar. Nigga was sitting at the bar, his folks run the bar or whatever. And I don't even know how we got into the discussion or the topic about the old days. He was talking about the area, how it's gentrified. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everything moving. So we rapping whatever, and I tell him who I am, and nigga just, oh man, nigga just dick riding. Man, that was my man, and ooh, man, son, you don't even look like you on the same street. I ain't trying to hear that. And I'm asking him like, all right, that was the case, where you been at? I've been right here. You don't know what you don't know, mother? So I ain't trying to hear that. You know, I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. Niggas just vouch all, they dick ride whatever's happening. If a nigga saying that they standing with Wayne or whoever else that was out here, then they gon' ride that wave.
The things that you heard from Wayne, from your father, how did they make you feel? Was it favorable? Did they make you blush? I mean, how did it make you feel?
I mean, hearing it from Wayne, the thing is, I already heard it. He said the same thing basically everybody else then said. You know what I'm saying? They said Pop was a stand-up dude, you know what I'm saying, a real nigga. Like a nigga who was built, he was way before his time. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at somebody that was 15, 16 years old riding around in a Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had...
What he was riding in?
Huh? Yeah.
What he was riding in?
He was riding in a Range Rover at like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up around. When my mother had me, when she had me, my father had me, he was 16. He pulling up around our way. Niggas stepping off around our way.
Right.
Off MLK side, on Street, 2nd Street. Niggas, old head niggas, everybody, they see Pop pull up, they like, oh, I don't know what type of shit he on. So I'm going to go ahead and get out his way. But he ain't even from that area. And I ain't saying that you know what I'm saying, the toot no horns or nothing. This is everything that niggas done told me from around there to my mother, you know what I'm saying, to niggas who just been out there. Telling me, man, your father put up, I don't know what type of turns he on. So we step out his way. We get out his way. Because, you know, one thing people don't know, he was a skater. Nigga rollerblade. Up at Crystal Skating Ring.
Yeah, I heard a lot about him at that skating ring.
Nigga rollerblade at a skating ring and bust you.
He caught up with Andre Smith at the Crystal Skate Rink on Branch Avenue, and this is a skate rink. Now, mind you, it's a skate rink where there's a bunch of teenagers. So you're talking like 100 teenagers, let's just say, roller skating. Little Pop rolls up, sees Andre Smith, shoots Andre right in the head. Okay, and instead of fleeing the scene, because there's a bunch of kids skating that are now running to jam the exits to try to get the fuck out of this place, Little Pop stands over Andre Smith and empties the whole clip in his head. And that's what happened to him, sadly. Little Pop got at him. They don't know who killed Little Pop.
Because at the end of the day, man, I'm a young nigga who lost his father. I had a different name. And the reason why I went with the Pop Legendary is just to, you know what I'm saying, just to show a different side. Slightly they know him as playing in the Junkyard Band. Yeah, he was signed to Def Jam. Yeah, he did all these little things, but he wasn't really known for being in the Junkyard. He was known for on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So to keep the legendary, for it to be pop legendary, it's just, you got to look at the overall perspective. Like, it ain't just the bad. You got to look at the good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to appreciate what he did as far as on the positive side, not just the negative side. But where was you niggas at when he got killed? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got smashed outside of Classics. Right in the parking lot. The niggas wanted my father so bad. The niggas, and I see a lot of, I done seen a lot of comments and shit where people say he got his face blown off and shit like that. That wasn't the case. He got shot in his head. But when my mother said when they stitched him up and everything, you couldn't even tell about that shit. So all that, his face got blown off. That shit is fugazi. We ain't tolerating none of that. But
that was exaggerated.
Yeah, exaggerating like shit. Yeah, he got hit up. He got hit up to the point they hit him up where they was hitting at the ambulance because they ain't want the ambulance to save him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And you know one thing? My grandmother, his mother, you know what she said? When he got hit, she knew it was coming and everything. You know what she said? She told my mother, she went to go see him, go see the body. She made sure he ain't die with a frown. He ain't die sad.
Okay.
He died smiling. Like, he knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? He knew the game he was playing. But he ain't fit nobody. He ain't fit nothing.
I see, on his obituary, he was buried under a Muslim attribute. How long was he Muslim?
Shalom Muhammad.
Can you clarify this for me? Shaltin Walker is his name, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And don't forget, he was in they was in the movie Tougher Than Leather.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. I love that scene, man.
Yeah. So
I love that scene.
With his little red jacket on and shit.
Yeah, he was kicking that shit, man, with the tambourine and shit. Yeah, he was kicking that shit. And that fucked me up to see him dancing like that. And I'm like, damn, man, they say this nigga's a head buster. But him, the story in itself is shocking. Did you grow up in the same neighborhood, the same vicinity where your pops his stomping ground was? Are y'all from the same set?
Nah. We on the south side. He was around the farms. I was on MLK on Orange Street.
Okay.
Over there, so I went from there and then went to the other side of the south side around the G, the Tongue Islands. So it's been south side forever.
Okay.
Didn't they say something about dementia with your wife?
Huh?
Dementia.
Dementia was a situation where he really disrespected himself and he disrespected other people, and that's why that happened to him.